Whoa. Trying to get this all steady, man. So, haven't gone live TikTok in a long time. Just figured it back out. So, hey everybody. I haven't done a live TikTok in a long time. I hope y'all is well. Y'all having a blessed Sunday. What happened? What happened? Oops. So I guess I need a holder for this thing. What the heck? I remember when my mind. So can somebody host with me? I don't know what I'm doing here. Somebody help. I just finished watching a couple movies. I went to church today. I actually went to the same church I usually go to, but a different location. And this is the first live TikTok I've done in probably 7 or 8 months. Things are a lot different nowadays. Definitely for the good. Hey, Uncle Buck, Ken, Malroy, Andy, Haley. Can y'all talk to me or somehow? I don't know how to do this. I'm not very good at it, but I would love to communicate. So, I guess for those of you that are watching or listening, I am on a new path. As you can see, I'm following the Lord. I've always believed in the Lord. But actually doing what you're supposed to do when you're following the Lord is way different than what I was doing. So I was always drinking and drugging, as you may know already from my past videos, probably from the drugging. And I went on a new path. So I recovered from alcohol and drugs January 1st, 2024, or January 1st, 2024. And I started following the Lord, and I started going to AA meetings. And boy, what a difference in my life. You know, as soon as you let go of the reins and stop taking control, and bring the Lord in your life, he takes control and he does good things to you. So, so he's got me in the gym working out. I'm doing things nowadays that I've never done before in my life. Working out's one of them. Not worrying about myself instead of other people's another one. It's huge. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. Um, so that I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. So, I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. So, I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I don't know. It's just a little bit about me. I and I think y'all may know these already if you've seen some of my other videos in the past on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, um, or that other social media site. Oh shoot, what's the name of that? Oh, Facebook, Instagram, oh YouTube. So, um, so I'm definitely on a new journey, and you know, it's great to be honest with you. I'm meeting a lot of new people. I just turned my 5 months sober a few days ago. So, I mean, it seems like each day I get up and realize that yesterday was a great day. Oh, it's telling me to do stuff here, and I don't know what I'm doing. Oops. Uh oh. Sorry, I dropped the phone. So I probably need to get a holder for this thing. Um, you know what I mean? I'm kind of balancing it on my knee in bed. Um, so it seems like each time, every day I get up, I look back on yesterday and say, boy, even though I had some uh, ups and downs the day before, I got through it. I was able to use my tools that I've been taught here recently, how to get by the lulls, the ups and downs. And then I wake up the next day and look back on it, and I have a better day. It's just like the good Lord, once you let go of the reins and let Him take control, um, boy, what a difference, in your attitude, in the way you treat people, um, in the drugs itself, added going out of my body. It's taken probably 5 months. Every bit of 5 months where I'm still seeing effects from the drugs and alcohol coming out of my body. So, and I'm starting to see it in my eyes where I'm working out, and my body definitely for sure, is physically, um, it's taking a difference to the good. Um, but just the tone, like my eyes, they used to have bags and stuff all over, underneath my eyes or dark. And, I have high cholesterol, so I have health problems. So I am 53. So, and I never took care of myself like you should. Um, so I am now, and I'm glad I caught it when I did. I'm glad the good Lord led me to AA and the church, and then back to the doctors because I stopped taking care of myself. As far as my cholesterol medicine, taking high blood pressure pills. So I'm back doing that again, and it's making a world of difference. And vitamins, I didn't ever think you had to take vitamins. Um, Here, live as a guest, invite. I'd like somebody to help me invite people or invitation sent because I don't know what I'm doing except talk about my alcohol and drug addiction. But I'm on top of a pink cloud. If y'all know the 12 steps, and 12 steps could be just, it could be overeaters, could be sex, it could be, sugar, cigarettes. I dipped snuff. I grew up in Virginia. I dipped snuff from 1988 to 2018. So roughly 40 years. I hate to say that, 40 years I dipped, and I didn't take care of my teeth for a lot of years. It's funny because No, it's really not funny because I spent a lot of money, but then I didn't take care of them again, and now I got to spend a lot of money to take care of them again. But when I stopped taking care of my teeth, I went back to the dentist for the first time. This is probably 5 years ago. So I had three root canals I needed to do and 21 cavities. That is no fun. No fun whatsoever. Oh, I see messages. What are messages? Hi, everybody. I just don't know how to do any of this stuff here. God's, um, so it's definitely a journey. So just the here, that's not very good. I probably need to get a holder for my phone. Okay. I know I've said that before, but, so 8 months ago, I was putting out these videos with me smoking a lot of weed and fishing a lot. And so y'all know, I mean, if y'all have seen any of my past videos on YouTube or even TikTok, they they're here lately. You know, I'm on a new journey, and I'm glad to be on a new journey. And I'm still making amends to some people, which is fine. I've probably burnt a lot of bridges, um, but I am sorry for that. And I probably made a lot of people mad, to be honest with you, and even my family members that I still haven't reconciled with yet. Um, they don't reach out, and I probably don't do a good job reaching out as well. Um, I've avoided them. You know, when I guess me when I was in my selfishness stage, let's call it, drinking or drugging, I was very selfish, and I didn't really care about anybody. To be honest with you, I thought I did in my head. I thought I cared. I didn't give a crap. You know what I mean. Whoops, restricted for some. Yeah, I didn't mean to say any bad words there. Sorry. It said I was restricted. I don't like being restricted too much, but I think it sensed that I was getting ready to say a bad word. Talk about the good Lord. It'll shut you down in a heartbeat. But where was I? Burning bridges. You know, I lost a lot of people, friends, relationships. I've screwed up because of my drinking and drugging. You know, it's no good. It's just, I mean, nothing good comes from it. I remember my mom told me a long time ago, and I'm sure y'all have heard this before. Nothing good comes after midnight. Drinking or whatever you're doing after midnight, nothing good comes after it. If you're out, you know, if you're going out and you're doing things, you're partying or whatever, it may happen. Something may happen good if you stay home, maybe after midnight, if you know what I mean. But nothing ever did. Nothing ever was good after midnight. I was always getting in trouble, thinking bad things, doing bad things. Um, not to mention before midnight, nothing ever happened good because I was going down the wrong path. And a lot of us do. A lot of us out there drinking and drugging, we're going down the wrong path. We're just not doing good. We're not doing good things. You know, somebody told me I was in a meeting. Um, I go to a Christian based AA meeting here in Jupiter, Florida. And somebody told me, I love the analogy, you know, of talking about God and being plugged in. They related it to your cell phone. You know, If your cell phone battery is dying down, what do you got to do? Well, you got to plug it in to charge it back up. Same thing with the Lord. Once you start making bad decisions and start thinking negatively, put yourself in reading the Bible. That gets you somewhere. Your energy starts going back. You start thinking positive things. You start thinking good things. That's the relationship of charging yourself with the Lord and your cell phone with the battery. It'll charge you up, and if you stay in the Lord, you'll never go wrong. You will always be looking for doing the next right thing. You know, and that's the key. And I didn't know this for a long time. I think a lot of people tried to tell me this stuff, but I wouldn't listen. I was too hard headed. Doing the next right thing. And that's what I'm all about now, is doing the next right thing, because you don't know what's going to happen, whether it's good or bad. And the things that I'm learning now, once I do the next right thing, whatever it comes my way, I'm learning I can deal with it. I can deal with whatever it comes my way, because I got God. God's going to take me down a road, and he's going to lead the way, and he's going to get me through it. And I'll tell you what, he's going to make me stronger. So I could preach about God all day long. The things he's doing in my life is unbelievable. He's making me stronger mentally. He's making me stronger physically. It's just he's helping me go to the gym to get physically stronger. He's helping me go to the doctors to take care of what I need to take care of. He's helping me go to. Sorry, I'm trying to balance this thing. He's helping me go to the dentist to take care of my teeth. Oh yeah, that's where I was. 18 years or 40 years of dipping snuff. Uh, and I can tell you a story. I will. So when I quit dipping snuff was back in 2018, like I said. It's funny how your mind is very, very strong. You don't realize how strong it is. It's a miracle. We are a miracle as far as being a person and being alive. And it's being blessed. So when I went to this class down here in Florida, and they say it's quittobacco.florida.com. I'm sorry. Sorry, I had to get up. So sorry. Ah, tired of holding this thing. Here, hold on. I gotta get something. A holder. Hey, check out my curtains there. Is that loud or what? I love it. I love color. Get you some of that. So, haha. Ow. So, okay, that's better if it stays. I've been watching a movie, so I just got done with a movie. I went to church. So, when I quit, sorry, I'm trying to get it right, yo. Hey, my knee hurts. It hurt it. Okay, so when I quit dipping, I went to this class. I threw away all my snuff. I threw away, my dip cans, everything. I got rid of all the paraphernalia. Um, I went to the class thinking that they were going to either give me a patch, to put on my arm, or the Nicorettes, for chewing, chew. And I think there was a third one they had when I got there. But so I get there, and they didn't give me anything. They said it would be the following week before we got anything like that. And it kind of pissed me off, to be honest with you, because I was ready to quit. Mentally, I was ready to quit chewing tobacco. and I dipped Copenhagen long cut wintergreen for a lot of years. I did Kodiak before that, and I think I started off with I was playing softball, Red Man Golden Blend. I chewed it, chewed tobacco. Anyway, so um, after that class, I went back and bought me a roll. You buy the rolls. I was buying 5 cans to a roll. And so and the next following week was at the same time, same place, same day, and I just had to go dip for a week. That's what I did. Support the Yeti, but so the following week comes around, and sure enough, they give us all these things where these little things to do, popping rubber bands, to get your mind off of your urge for the moment. You know what I mean? They're popping rubber bands, they're tapping on your head, in certain locations, uh, wherever. Just I can't remember all the little things that she did at the class, but it was working, sort of. I didn't buy into the tapping thing, or I maybe did the wristband. If you got an urge, maybe you could snap it, but I couldn't snap it hard enough to make me forget about it. I'd break my wrist or cut it in two. I'd pull it back so damn far, like it's like a bow and arrow. I could just cut right through it. And anyway, so they give it. I said I figured I'll try the patches. They give you 21 milligrams, and then you take it for a week. They step you down to 14 milligrams, and then another week they step it down to 7. And that's what the process was. And they gave it this class. If you took it, you signed up for it. They gave it to you for free. If you go to Walgreens or CVS or Walmart, wherever to get them, they're expensive. They're like $100, I think, or something like that. They're crazy expensive for. So I did it. So I'm on, and at this time I'm trying to do this. I am trying to learn how to fish offshore. A buddy of mine that I met at a aerospace testing facility where I used to work, he took me under his wing and was teaching me how to fish offshore. And so, long story short, so I'm in my 4th day with the patch, taking it on, and the lady said you got to take the patch off at night because if you leave it on, the nicotine will still be going in you. It'd be hard to sleep. And I was taking about 3 Benadryl a night to go to sleep anyway, and which I've recently quit here in the past 6 months doing that, which is amazing. And so I would take it off, and then you say apply the patch the next morning whenever you get up. Well, like I said, I'm on the like 3rd or 4th day, and just to remind you how strong our mind is, that 3rd or 4th day, I'm going fishing with that buddy of mine, and he liked to go fishing early. You got to catch them early. Like they're not eating. They don't get hungry at different times, which some can argue that. That's fine. I like to go out there anyway. I just like to go see the sunrise. So we would get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. We'd be on the water before daybreak and heading out the Jupiter Inlet to go fishing. I always snap a picture, and some of them are posted on somewhere on social media. But it was that was a blessing in disguise too. I didn't realize how good I had it back then. So that being said, we get out there fishing, and like I said, we went out about 5:30, 6 o'clock. 9 o'clock rolls around. We're out there. We're out there actually fishing 100 feet, 200 feet of water, bottom fishing. And it's 9 o'clock rolls around 9:30, and I'm on the bow of the boat, and I'm thinking to myself, "Oops, I forgot to put the patch on this morning, and I didn't have any dip, so I was SOL." And I wasn't fiending for it, but I almost panicked. You know, it was like, oh my gosh. And I said, oh, I need a dip, but I didn't have a patch. So what's going to take care of me? Well, I didn't know it, but the good Lord had me. He had me back then. He had me a lot of times that I didn't know it, but he did. But I don't know. A calmness came over me, and I didn't put a patch on after that day, and I ain't dipped since. I ain't gave it the first thought. And if any of you know me or knew me back then, I dipped a can or 2 cans of snuff a day. That's how much I dipped. I went from dipping 1 or 2 cans a day in 3 days, not putting a patch on, and I didn't do it again. And it's been what, 6 years. So that was kind of a long, drawn out story, but I got time. It's Sunday night. Uh, I'm just chilling, relaxing. Actually, getting ready to watch the NBA game two of the finals. But thought I was just scrolling through TikTok. And I said, you know what? I was scrolling past all these people doing lives, and I said, I'm going to do a live video, which I haven't done in a long time. I think the last one I did was when I was still smoking weed. But I'm going to try to do some more live ones. And I thought about doing it the other day because I journal every morning now in the Bible, and I have about 6 or 7 devotional books that I go through and actually write down on paper my feelings. You know, if I tell you, I've already told you this many times. If the Holy Spirit's running through my veins. Um, I've never wrote down my feelings. I hardly ever talked about my feelings in anything, any relationship I was in, or even in general. I'm writing these things down on paper now like it's going out of style. You know what I mean? It's like, holy crap. And I'm writing things down in words down I didn't know I knew, you know? And it's like, what the heck is going on? I kind of come up with a song the other day. I wrote it down and sent it to somebody about recovery. I said, what the heck? Let's write a song. And I'm sure it's not very good, but I told him that, hey, tweak it. And he's a good singer and plays the guitar. He's on I don't know if he's on TikTok, but I know that he's on um, YouTube. Um, I can't remember what his code name is there. What the heck? I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember his name right now. Shoot. I just texted him about it the other day. Something O. Kevin. Kevin O. He looks like he's from Hawaii. He's got real good tan, but he's got a great voice. But I told him that he could. Kevin O. That's his. I don't know his last name, but Kevin and the letter O. But oh, here's something else I can show you if y'all can see it. Um, so yeah, I told him, say, hey, tweak this song or do whatever you need to do to make it better, and I'd like to hear it when you're done. So I'm looking forward to him doing that. But I wanted to show y'all this too. At my church, we teach a lot. We're trying to um, tell people about God, and basically where we are on this bracelet right here, and how to convey it to other people. And I'm trying to do it in AA. Trying to there's a lot of people in AA that haven't found the Lord. They're working the program, they're getting sober, but it would be a hell of a lot easier if they found the Lord to guide them through it. You know, I'm not saying you can't be sober without the Lord. Don't get me wrong. Don't be judging me. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, whatever I'm going through, and what I'm no doctor, I'm no professional. I'm just telling you what I'm going through, my life experiences, and how easy God is making it for me. Okay, that's it. Period. and he's making it way easy for me. He's making me more intelligent, making better decisions, and I know I already tried this one time in Virginia. I tried recovering, and I didn't get God in my life, and I didn't go to AA meetings. You need the fellowship in AA meetings and the fellowship at church and God and the Holy Spirit to help you along. If it wasn't for all of them, I couldn't have made it. And I didn't make it the first time. I made it for about 3 months. My mom gets cancer, and I was dosing her with liquid morphine, and I was taking it too. So you know what I mean? It's like, hey, but I wasn't drinking. I didn't drink for 8 years, but I was taking liquid morphine right out of the bottle. It wasn't like just dosing. I was taking sips of it. That's stupid shit. But I can't believe I did that. Our eyes were all bugged out. My mom's getting ready to die. She only lasted 6 months after she got diagnosed with cancer. But enough of that, like my past life story. But um, so God's design. Can y'all read that? God's design. When God created us, we were sin nature. We all sinned. You know, God had design for everybody, so we all sinned. Every one of us. Some of us still sin. We're always going to sin because we're always going to fall short of perfect. You know that? We're always going to. No matter how good you are always going to fall short of perfect. Nobody can be Jesus Christ. So, that being said, we're all sinning. We all are in brokenness. You see the brokenness and you see the arrows coming out. For me, my brokenness, I was broke for sure, like a broken record, because I kept doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing it again, doing it again. But I was trying drugs to get out of the brokenness, out of the brokenness. I was trying drugs. I was trying alcohol. I was cheating. I was lying. I was stealing. I was not being myself just to try to get out of the brokenness. Because I was broke. I was a broke bitch. Not as far as financially, I was financially too, but mentally, internally, I was broke. I was broke as a human being. Okay. So then after brokenness, we repent and believe right here. So we repent, meaning, you know, I know that Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins and he was resurrected 3 days later for Easter. All of our sins are washed away. I ask for forgiveness every day, probably 2 or 3 times a day. I try to stay in that, and I repent and believe. I've always believed in the Lord. I just never walked it. I never walked the walk and talked the talk. You heard that saying, I'm walking it and talking it. So if I can help anybody, I want to help anybody if I can. Reach out to me. My email is on here somewhere. It's SHEPARDDANIEL and the letter C at gmail.com. ShepherdDanielC at gmail.com. But I like I said, I'm no professional. I'm no doctor. I'm just a normal, average person that has been broke all of my life until I found the Lord and I found the gospel. You know, I I laid my life at the foot of Jesus Christ and let Him take my sins and wash them away. In the program of AA, I hold on, let me turn this light on. At the program of AA, I made amends. I tried to make amends with some people. My parents, I couldn't because they're both passed away, so I could never make amends to them. But they know I did because I've talked to them a lot. So, so to finish the bracelet, you find the gospel. You know, where you know Jesus Christ did. He died on the cross for our sins, and he was resurrected. And then the next one is recover and pursue. So, and basically that's where I think I'm at right now is I'm recovering and I'm pursuing. And that means I'm recovering from my past, which is going to take a long time. I got to go see psychologists. I need fixing in the head, which a lot of y'all know already, because if you know me, I'm a mess. But I'm getting better, which is good. And I'm pursuing. So recover and pursue, meaning pursuing the Lord. You go pursuing the Lord. I love this T-shirt. You got a T-shirt off Amazon. It's phenomenal. But a little lounger. Basically at home. So recover and pursue. So I'm trying to stay in the Lord. Trying to always pursue Him. Letting Him take control. Just trying to do the next right thing. I may not know what it is. I may do the wrong thing. But then you always got to look back and try to learn from what you did. Even if you didn't know you did the wrong thing, hell, I might not even know I did the wrong thing and still don't know it. But I do write down and I pray for him to show me where I didn't see. You know what I mean? To see the screw up I did and didn't realize it or recognize it. Um, so let me get back here. The recover and pursue. So that's where I'm at. Recovering and pursuing and back to God's design. Um, Jimmy Scroggins is our big pastor down south in West Palm at Family Church. He's the one that came up with the saying. There's a book on Amazon about it's the 3 circles to life. If you just search 3 circles to life and look, or Jimmy Scroggins, Scoggins, I believe that's how you spell his last name. Our Family Church, West Palm Beach. He's our main campus down there, but he's the one that came up with the 3 circles to life. I do have a video on my TikTok. If you go to it and about the 3 circles to life, a kind of an introduction. It's a 3-minute video just telling you a little bit about it. And then there's another like 52-minute video. It's either on YouTube or on TikTok where Derek Warfel, he's been leading people to Jesus Christ all his life, and he explains it very, very well. And I'm trying to learn from him how to do that. So, like I said, I'm in AA or NA. I'm trying to. My tummy's showing. I'm trying. I'm trying to get the non-believers or the people that don't know to find the Lord and it'd make them a lot easier to help recovery. And then even in church, there's people in church that has a problem drinking that they don't know it. And I'm not trying to tell them they do. And I don't think if you're a drinker that you have a problem. I'm not saying that at all. But if you think you do, reach out. You may not have a problem. There's people out there that can go and have a couple drinks at dinner and they're fine with it and put it down. Me, on the other hand, shit, I didn't think they'd make enough of it. You give me one, there's a saying in AA, one's too many and 1,000's not enough. Well, there's probably 10,000 in my case because I was afraid they were going to stop making beer or liquor because I was trying to drink them out. They kept on going to the store and getting more, you know what I mean? Or growing more weed, you know. They couldn't grow it fast enough for me. Pills, I couldn't snort them fast enough. I didn't have enough money. I ran out of money where I was buying them. Stupid stuff that we did, or I did. I'm gonna say I did stupid. I I can't take it back. I can't take any of it back. But what I can take back and what the Lord's let me take back is my life. And he's allowed me to take back my life by following him and going to AA meetings. And I tell you what, it saved my life, to be honest with you. Both. God has saved my life. That's the God's honest truth. I hate to, is that a pun or something? But or, but anyway, that's I don't know. That's just a little bit about my story. I was into after my mom passed away in 2010. After I was that was I took the rest of her liquid morphine. By golly, I'll tell you that. It's stupid. That stuff tastes nasty. By the way, they come in little jars like that. And anyway, yeah. So I went into a. I thought I was going to do something to myself, and I admitted myself to a treatment center, and they took care of me. They diagnosed me. Of course, you know how they label you these days. They diagnosed me being bipolar, uh, but so that was a little institutional deal thing I went through, and I actually lost a great job. I went in depression, and I quit my job after she passed. I was making decent money where I lived in Virginia, and I just couldn't do it no more. I lost my apartment that I was living in. Had to move in with a friend of mine. I inherited about a lot of money and then blew it in about a year. I went through about $100,000 in a year. I mean, after I picked up the morphine and I'm doing pills, and of course I was always smoking marijuana, but hey, I wasn't drinking. Stupid. I moved to Florida, and then I ended up moving back to Virginia in 2013. Here goes my life story. And my dad got sick, and that's why I moved back to Virginia, and he ended up passing away in 2013. I regret not getting back close to him because we kind of fell apart when I drifted apart when I recovered from alcohol, because he was one of my best friends drinking. You know, um, I don't know. I get cold chills talking about it a little bit, little teary eyed, because we never got to. I never got to get close to him again. The closest I was to him was when I was drinking. I know I was taking drugs, but I wasn't drinking for the last 3 years of his life. And at the times that he's seen me, I might have been sober while I seen him. I wasn't smoking weed or I wasn't taking pills or anything, but at that time, I might have a week later, you know what I mean? But he would always make fun of me, to his friends, and make snide remarks and comments, which it hurt. It hurt. And it still hurts, to be honest with you. And that's why the psychologist I need to go talk to, probably. But so yeah, after he passed away, yeah, I was still drugging, but then I was picked up alcohol in 2018, and then went back out there pretty heavy from 2018 till 2022, and I almost did it again. I quit drinking in 2022, but as hard headed as I am, I I was still taking pills and smoking weed. You know what I mean? I was doing that from 2022 until actually I quit taking pills of June a year ago, last year, 2023. And like I said earlier, I quit smoking weed in 2024, January 1st. So my recovery date is January 1st, 2024. So I'm at 5 months and however many days, 5 or 6, 7, 8 days now. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that's listened. I appreciate everybody in my life right now. I'm so grateful that God is putting people in my life to make myself better. They're giving me the tools to stay good, healthy, overcome any obstacle. They have ideas. I'm becoming friends with people that has years of sobriety. I'm talking 30, 40, 50 years experience within one person. You know, my AA men's group, there's three guys that have over 100 years. There's one at 38, there's one at 40 some, and there's another one at 30 something years. So it's amazing. These guys, so much knowledge, so much wisdom that is learned from these people. It's unbelievable. So um, it's a blessing for me. I can't tell you. I mean, I can tell you. I have been telling you. Um, they say you're on a pink cloud. Like I was saying earlier, I'm on a pink cloud yesterday, and I didn't think it could get any better until today happens. I go down to a new church, I meet new people, and it's like, bam, oh, there's another level of a pink cloud. What the hell? What the hell's going on around here? It's gonna be like bam, 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 bam. It's like there's a pink cloud, pink cloud. Can it get any pinker? Hell yeah, I can get it pinker. Oh, I crack myself up sometimes. It gets pinker. It's not even a word, I think. But so I don't know. That's just a little bit about my past. Now, unfortunately, I'm sure y'all don't know me, but I'm a golfer and I'm a bowler. Anything with a ball, I like it. But I had to give up a lot of that because a lot of my past decisions caught up with me financially, which I'm climbing out of that hole. You know what I mean? I've had a best friend growing up that helped me out here recently with some bills, and I'm grateful for him. Uh, Pat, uh, yeah, I'm not sure. I know y'all don't know him, but um, I don't know what to say about him. You know, shit. Okay, no crying, no crying, no crying. All right. Okay, that's another thing. I've become emotional too. Talking about the writing down the emotions while it's coming out physically too, and it's a good thing. It's a lot of pent up stuff that's coming out, feelings that have come out. Um, ah, sorry, but not sorry. What's a restriction? I'm getting these restrictions. I don't know what it is, yo. Um, oh gosh. So yeah, just I'm grateful for Pat. So um, I mean, I know that he helped me out financially, but he's helped me out emotionally too. Um, Probably more emotionally than financially, which is probably priceless. To be honest with you, I can't explain. I can try to explain that. Where I used to get my feelings hurt a lot, and I still do a little bit, but that's okay. I got a feminine side. I like color. So, and liking color doesn't mean you're feminine, but I paint my toenails sometimes. Probably shouldn't have said that. Um, but he's helped me grow up more. The people in AA are helping me. God's helping me. But talking with him here recently, he's helped me grow up mentally. Where he would say something or somebody else would say something that would really hurt my feelings, and I get depressed. And now it's like, oh, go F yourself, or get over it, or grow a pair, you know what I mean, or stuff like that. I probably shouldn't be saying these F bombs, but sometimes they slip. That's something I'm working on, because I've cussed quite frequently in the past, and I'm trying to do better there. So excuse me if any kids are watching. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting we're on TikTok, and I'm just blabbering. Um, why so much of these restrictions? I don't understand. Is it because I said it? F? I didn't say F word, man. TikTok. I'm doing better. Um, so I don't know. Um, yeah, so he helped me out a lot mentally, emotionally, actually physically too, because he's helped me out with. I'm trying to do stuff with my body that I've never done before, as far as working out, and he's helped me there too. So in all aspects of my life, he's helped me out. Um, in a short period of time, like I said, it's only been 5 months. So I love you, Pat, and I know you know that already. Okay. You need to get your butt down here and retire. Golly. So, so what are y'all up to? I've been talking for too long, I think, and crying for too long. Can I answer any questions? Maybe give some addict or alcoholic suggestions. Uh, like I said, I just have experience. I'm not a professional by no means. I used to think I was a professional drinker, drug user. I got a lot of stories I can tell you. I'm probably not too proud of, but I am serious about helping people, and I know I'm new. Here's another story. So there's a on the website. It's called Global Media Outreach. I don't know if any of y'all have heard it. GMO. It's Global Media Outreach.org. So I went there. Here's the situation where I got my feelings hurt. I got butt hurt. So I reach out. The guy at church, the evangelist at church, told me about this website. So I go there and I'm reading. I said, "Oh yeah, cool. You can. There's billions." I said, "That's a B. Billions of people on this website. They're wanting to get the word of Jesus Christ, and they've wanting questions, maybe addiction questions. I don't know. I couldn't. I don't know even how to work the website. I'm not really. I need help there too. I need a life coach, Pat. Somebody to work out with, Pat." But so I go on his website and I'm learning it. I sign up. I see where they have a missionary program, like online, so you can just do it 3 or 4 or 5 hours a week. That's what you're obligated to do once you sign up for it. So I'm fired up about it. I type it in, I sign up for it and send it. And about 3 or 4 days goes by, I get an email that says, "You suck." He said, I didn't have enough clean time. I didn't have enough sobriety, which I get it. Trust me, I got my feelings hurt a little bit, but I do understand, because a lot of people that in recovery, um, if they have a short period of time, they tend to go out. They tend to fall off the wagon. They go out and they start using or drinking again. And they did tell me to reach back out in a year. So the year is a magic number, I guess, of clean time, because they say don't do anything crazy in the first year. Don't change jobs, don't get in a relationship, don't get out of a relationship, don't move. Those are the three big ones. Don't do nothing drastic. And so so I get it. I get where they're coming from, but the Holy Spirit, the God's working in me, like I said, so much, and it breaks my heart because I want to talk to people about my what I've gone through and what I'm going through. I think I could help somebody, even 5 months being sober. So, I mean, it's their loss. That's the way I look at it. It's their loss, not mine. And I will reapply. And they said spring of 2025. I'll reapply for it, and I will do it. I'll give them my 3 or 4 hours a week. But currently, right now, I want to help out where I can. It breaks my heart to that golfer. You know, I told you I'm a golfer. That golfer that just he killed himself, and I think that stuff is preventable. I don't care who you are. I've had to talk to a lot of people and says it's not. I disagree. I disagree. They didn't. Whoever's thinking that type of stuff, they don't have the right people in their who's in their lives. They don't have the right people in their life. I'm not saying I can talk somebody off a ledge. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not trained in that background, but I do have enough experience using drugs and drinking alcohol where I may say one thing. Just give me a shot. That's all I told. Just give me a shot. What can it hurt? You know. I don't know. I'm just babbling on now. But it feels good to be fired up and want to help people. Um, and I'm excited about it, to be honest with you. Looking forward to it in the future. Um, I've learned in AA, there's a word called patience, and I didn't know what the hell patience was. I thought it was a song from Guns N' Roses or something. And was it Guns N' Roses that sang that song? Just a little patience. Yeah, but one day at a time. I thought that was these are all AA slogans. I thought that was a soap opera back in the '80s. But so I'm learning to slow down. If you knew me at all, um, or people that do know me around here, or even Virginia, grew up with, they know if I'm on fire, I'm on fire. It's like a fire drill. You got to go, 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 do it, do it, do it. Well, I've learned. Okay, wait, let's hold on. Whoa, hold them reins back. I'm like, oh, horsey, stop, stop, collaborate and listen. Vanilla Ice. Sorry, I cracked myself up. But that's what I'm talking about. You got to just pause. That's the word I was coming up with. It's like I'm just talking to myself. I'm sorry, but I cracked myself up. Just pausing. Pausing makes all the world, all the towns. It makes all the world a difference. Because in early sobriety for me, this do. I remember a situation. I got thrown something at me, and I reacted right then, and I got all pissed off and upset. And then 3 days later, it goes away. Just like because I reached out to people. It took 3 or 4 days, but if I wouldn't have reacted to begin with, it would have went away that day. You know what I mean? So me getting reacting right off the rip and then causing maybe harm to somebody else or myself because it did because I had my emotions went through it. You drain a lot of energy using them emotions up. It's like I think I had to wait almost it was 4 or 5 days. I don't know what it was, but it could have been eliminated if I didn't react and within like 20 minutes. So it could have been resolved in 20 minutes where I let it go on for 4 or 5 days. That's what I'm saying. It's like pause. Sorry, this shirt came in a little bit short. I ordered a 2X too, and I don't think it's 2X. I've been fighting it all day. Kind of rides up on the little tummy. Um, so just pause. That's it. That's all I was getting at. It helps when you're dealing with or it helps me dealing with situations. Um, because doing that, number one, it allows you to pick up the phone and call somebody that maybe have experience. It could be a friend. For me, it's people in AA. They've been down this road a time or two. It also allows you to think, instead of just reacting. Maybe you don't have to make the phone call, but you just sit with it. Sit pretty. So somebody used to say that a long time ago. Just sit pretty. Sit with it. Let it digest in. Say, oh wait, okay, wait. So if I make a reaction now, it could be an email I send out, or it could be something I said on the phone right away, and it would have been the wrong words. So if you sit pretty with it or sit with it, your words can change. When you send an email or text message now, it gives you the opportunity to bring it back, to undo it before it's actually sent. Basically, that in a nutshell. It gives you time to think. It's, oh wait, let me get that back. I didn't mean to send that. That was kind of harsh. You know what I mean? It's like, let me retract that. So basically the same thing, but take more than a minute. I think on emails or text messages, you get so many seconds to edit it or whatever. Take more than a minute. Sometimes it might take a day. Sometimes it may take a week. I didn't know that before. Sometimes I didn't think there was no waiting. You just had to do it. Get it off. It was like tennis. Get it out of my court. I don't want it in my court. You know what I mean? Just get it out of my court. Here's the ball. Oh my gosh, what do I do with it? Hot potatoes. It's like, oh, get it out of here. And here, let me hold on to it. Let me caress it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my little pretty. I'm just kidding. But seriously, you just hold on to it and say, oh, okay, wait a second. You do caress it, though. Say, oh, wait a second. I'm not going to beat it up. I'm not going to yell at it. It's like, oh, I understand now. I know exactly where they're coming from, because now when you pause like that, you're putting yourself in their shoes. Think about it the way they come from, or where they're coming from. It's like, oh, I never did that. I don't know what I don't know what they're feeling. All I was caring about was my selfish ass. Excuse the French, but that's all. And it's quite easy. This world would be so much better if people would just pause and not react. And it's hard. It's very hard. I still do it. I still do it to today. And I'm getting better. But I tell you what, the times that I've paused, that I remembered, it's hard to tell yourself. And you can learn all this stuff, because I'm not the great learner. If somebody that y'all that know me, I'm not. It's just, it takes a while for me to soak things in, to do it. But even though I've learned it, it's like, it's hard to tell yourself to just stop. you know it's hard. And you might stop today and you might not tomorrow. So that's my 2 cents with pausing. I'm just saying that life could be a lot better when you pause, if and try. It's just not overreacting. And like I said, I still do. Somebody pissed me off the other day and I gave them my 2 cents, but I got to slow down on that. But I thank the Lord that He's letting me do it better. And I'm getting everything. We're all growing, and I'm always going to grow for the rest of my life. You're never going to learn. I don't graduate. There's no graduation. That's another thing I've learned in AA. You don't graduate from AA. It's like, okay, I'm okay. I can drink again. Bull. You know what? Nope. Malarkey. Bull. You never. Yeah, I can handle it now. Well, if you couldn't handle it before, what makes you think you can handle it now? Nope. You're fighting a losing battle, sir, ma'am. So I don't know. Going back to anybody's questions, I don't know how to see anybody's questions on this thing. I don't even know if y'all have asked me any questions, to be honest with you. Uh, I probably should know how to work this before I even got on here, huh? I'm trying to see if any thing on here. Hold the door. Ho, ho, ho. Open up your door. I'm Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something to show. I came to bring some Christmas spirit. I got a big bag. Guess what's in it? Y'all don't know that song. I don't know. I don't know how to work it. Sooner or later, I'll figure that out. But what I was going to let y'all know earlier was I'm going to try to. Oh. It's asking me to do something again. Hold on. Drag the puzzle piece into place. Sure. Sure. Why not? Okay, I had to verify. Please verify. There it goes. So what I was wanting to do is maybe just sign on and do some live, maybe every day at around 9 or 10 o'clock. Sign on for maybe 5 or 10 minutes and do a live TikTok, but read a devotional. Because, like I said, I have 6 or 7 devotionals that I'm reading, and maybe they'll give you some insight for the day, and it'll be coming from somebody that's living proof of God working in their lives. Maybe it may change your life. Um, I would love to help anybody if I can, or just talk to you. Maybe I don't. It's not helping. Maybe that's the wrong word. Maybe just talk. I would love to talk to anybody. Call me. Oh, I got a new phone number. It's 561-248-5471. Probably shouldn't be giving that out, but there you go. I did. I ain't scared. Um, I don't know. Um, I don't know. Trying to think of what else I can tell you about or talk to you about. I want to talk to somebody except myself. Well, I've been talking to y'all, but I'm kind of running out of. Oh, here you go. Get you some of this. You keep letting me look around. I'll find some stuff to talk about. There you go. So it's possible I'm going to be becoming a pastor. My church, I'm hopefully they're going to allow me to join the residency program at Family Church. See, so I think it's supposed to start in August, and we're still going through the preliminary stages. And let's see, the residency is it's about the theology. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Trust me. And I got to memorize 4 scriptures and a lot of other stuff. But that's all I wrote down. I went to it was a what do you call it? I guess a class for an hour to give you information, and we got to talk to 1 year students and the second-year students. It's a 2 year program, and it's every Sunday night for 2 hours. So that's why it takes longer than just knocking it out in the summer or whatever. But I have to apply, and y'all wish me luck and be praying for me because I would like to maybe someday start baptizing people. And hell, the other day I was thinking about reading eulogies, to be honest with you, being there for people that's passed away. I don't know why that came in my head. Um, I don't know if I'm a face to see when there's death, but I have the heart to be there. I want to be there for you. Um, but I'm pretty passionate about it. And anybody, if y'all know me, I'm passionate. Once I'm passionate, I'm in head first. So got that going on. And that's a couple months away. I'm just waiting on an email back from the pastor that runs it. I got little physical problems right now with my wrist, my bowling. I may have to stop bowling because my wrist starting to bother me a little bit. A couple of years ago, I had two ganglion cysts. They call them the Bible cyst, ironically. I guess back in the day, they used to slam a Bible. You know, you lay your hand flat on the table and they slam a Bible on it, and I guess it would bust the cyst up. Well, I got two of them. I got one, I got two. But I had shots done. They gave me one on, you know, like here, here, and here. It's like left, right, and in the center. But 2 years ago, it took the pain away. But it's came back. It was temporary. It's like a cortisone shot, or I guess, or whatever. But I'm gonna have to go do a series of shots again. I wear a brace at night. Uh, it just hurts. It's I think one of the things that, ouch, getting older. You know, it's just one of the things you deal with getting older. Um, how you like that? Can y'all see that? Golf is a four-letter word. I actually cross-stitched that back in the '80s, and that's me up there, the hole in one, 1983. I was 12 years old. I'm just rambling on now. My cat left me. He was up here chilling. I guess I was talking too loud, and he took off. Gone. Uh, I don't know. Well, I guess I am going to get off here for now. But seriously, once I start doing the journaling in the mornings, I'm going to try to get in the habit and doing a live TikTok every morning. You know, whether it's 9 o'clock or 9:30, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course. I will, and I'll start doing that. And if I get in a habit, you know, you do something for 30 days, you form a habit. 30 days in a row. That's what they say statistically. If you do something for 30 days in a row, you form a habit, which I'm going to try to do in a TikTok video for the devotional. And I don't know which one. And y'all feel free to reach out to me. And I have actually, I have the Bible. I have it's a book called Daily Reflections. Another one called 24 Hours a Day. That's three. Another one is how Bill sees it. It's Bill. It's one of the guys that he's a co-founder of Writing the AA, the 12 Steps. What's the other one? Oh, the God's Promises. And then there's another one, the Christian-based AA meeting I go to. We read out of the utmost highest for the utmost highest power. It's by Oswald Chambers, I believe. And then there's another one. I can't remember the name. I can't read it from here. I'm trying to read it from here, but I can't. Even with my glasses on, it's dark underneath their TV there. But reach out to me and just tell me what you want me to read from. But if not, I'm just going to pick one, and I'm going to probably do it for 5 or 10 minutes. I'll read that days, because there's one in the each one of them books for every day of the year, and I'll read from it, and then I'll talk to you about it, how it's affected me in my life, and actually, it's what I've been journaling, and that's what I usually do in the mornings. So instead of me writing it down, maybe I'll just create a video, and that'll be a way to journal. You know, I don't know, sure, why not? You know, and I'm serious. Reach out to me. Um, I would love to talk with any of you that's struggling with addiction. I'm no sponsor yet because I'm still learning. I did finish my 12 steps, so that's one of the criteria of being a sponsor. Um, Here, I'll show you this too. I used to be an ambassador. I colored that back in the '80s. Y'all crazy, but um, so I need to put some posters or not posters, but pictures on my wall. That's the only two I have up there for right now. I haven't been too motivated for that. I've been doing a lot of work and little baby steps, just little baby steps. But hey, I love y'all for what it's worth. I do love y'all. I don't know you, but I love you, and I hope y'all come back. I'm gonna get off here for now. Um, my tummy's getting a little bit hungry, and actually, and the NBA game's coming on too here in a little bit. I don't know what time it comes on, 8 or 9 o'clock, but um, I would love to, like I said, I would love to talk to y'all, and let me get your feedback. To be honest with you, if y'all don't like anything I'm saying or doing, just let me know. I promise I won't get my feelings hurt, and I'm not telling you I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing, but at least I get your opinion. Opinions are like a holes. Everybody has one, but I'm not saying that's wrong. You know, but I'd still like to hear what's going on. That's all. But okay. Well, again, I love y'all for now. Well, I love y'all always, but for now, I'm going to sign off, and y'all take care and have a blessed evening and have a good night's sleep. And we'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow morning about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay. All right. Love you.